Okay, this is the vessel number 2 in the Tangerang Navy, the USS Pier Pressure Titanic 2. I have added a few LED lights for the evening. There will be more. I'm using the Avio's MiG-17 white box as a distribution board for multi-node connection. In this case, it will be used for additional LED lights that will come later on with time. I just have to have a chance to get them ordered and see where they will be laid out. As you can see, there is plenty of real estate still on the starboard and port side of the vessel. So that's the aft section of the vessel where the flags are, and the front section, the fork, to pick up stranded planes that are in the water and any unfortunate incidences that may happen in the future float flies that have not been scheduled yet. If you look at the rear section, the port and starboard side has two Outrunner 850 kV 3536 from the Avio's push mule. As you all know by now, I like to upgrade my Avio's push mule, so these motors become freed up, as well as these props as well. The two center prop hubs are from the Hobby King B17 1875mm, as well as the outside hubs, yellow. I color coded them to distinguish the inner boards and outer boards during the build, and I'm just going to leave them there just because they look cool. The center drive motor you see is being sourced by a Phoenix Ice Light 50 amp ESC. It is also the ESC that is supplying the BEC power to the entire ship, including the navigation lights. I've disabled the other 4 ESCs, 4 on the other side, by removing the red wire, because there's no servos involved in here, and just due to the power distribution of the entire setup, I just wanted to keep it simple and have one BEC connected. Everything's going to be running 3S. I'm using 2 little red cups to channel the wires for the inner boards down into the bridge where it's connected to the receiver. So I'm going to give you guys a little demonstration of the operation of the ship. Okay, so just basic throttle. The throttle is mixed with auxiliary 1, auxiliary 2. The port side and starboard side differential units, as you can see here, are being muxed into the auxiliary 1, auxiliary 2 channels. And the auxiliary 3 is the center drive thrust for additional push if needed. So they're all independently controlled. Let's give it a forward push. As you can also see, the center drive motor is adding additional thrust. So if I want to rotate this, now keep in mind this is on cement and there's a lot of friction, and even then these batteries are still depleted. So these guys are still running fairly strong, providing a lot of pull. And the center guy is just assisting with the forward momentum. It does not have a reverse, whereas the other motors do have reverse. So if I hit on the gear to reverse, it's going to push it this way instead of this way, so it's going to come backwards. So I'd like to have some reverse capability. You can see the bridge kind of leaning back a little bit. Okay, so I'm going forward. It's going this way now. Okay, this concludes the demo of the finished Revision B that I was talking about of the USS Pier Pressure Titanic 2. Signing off.